Oh, hello, and welcome to Better Than Common Garage. I'm your host, I think, for the most part. No, that was stupid. Hi, welcome back to Better Than Common Garage. My name is Jesse, and apparently I have a problem. And my problem is I bought another project. And I know if you've seen previous videos there, I don't know, 2-3 videos ago, I have also more than just one project. So let me show you what I got. I'm pretty proud of it. This is a AMC Gremlin, which, you know, I'm not an AMC guy, so I don't know much about these cars. This happens to be a 75 model, and you might notice that it's stanced up a little bit. She's got a, you know, a little bit of a ride height adjustment, an altitude adjustment. Don't mind the Comet. It's not mine. It's not for sale either. But this car is mine. And I bought it off my neighbor. It just, you know, right there's my house. So bought it off my neighbor. And the reason I bought it, about the only reason I bought it, is because it has a unique power plant. Let's see. Oh, he's got the hood shut. Let me figure this out. Turny, push no. I don't know how to work these. Where's it at? Is it in there? It's down here. Where'd it go? Well, somebody help me understand. There we go. Okay. This is a Ford 390 that he rebuilt. My neighbor did. And you might, a keen eye might notice that it has Edelbrock cylinder heads and an Edelbrock 4-barrel intake, which those there parts themselves are probably worth, you know, the amount that I paid for the entire car. So that's why I bought it. More or less just for the engine. The unfortunate part is the engine is stuck at the moment, but I don't think it's stuck bad because it ran and then he got bored with it, took the carburetor off, and then it stuck. So that's why I bought it, more or less just for the parts. But I mean, it might be a fun project. I want to get the engine running, and then if I get the engine running, maybe see if I can make the rest of it go. But we shall see. So I'm pretty excited. This will not, I don't think for now, I don't think the parts will go into the Comet, but that is a possibility. You know how things go. But we'll see. And it's got a straight axle conversion he put on there, all new parts. Chevy brakes, a Vega, I think he said it was a Vega steering box, which I think is too quick of a ratio for what we're trying to do here, but it's got all new alloy beam there, long tube headers. I mean, the Moroso oil pan. It's got good parts on it. It just needs fine-tuned. The car is not ideal, but whatever, I can work with that. I don't really care about that. It's got a C6 out of a pickup, and it has a shift kit. Got a new alternator laying over there. What do they call it? Coolant tank. I just, you know, the sum total of the parts is worth way more than what I paid for it. So he was going to sell it, and I said, hey, what do you want to do? How much you want for it? And we struck a deal. And I'm pretty excited. So I think right now what I'm going to do is try to get it from here in its grave down to there beside the old Mercury. Never mind, the neighbor's horse is on the wrong side of the fence, but that's okay. We don't care about that too much. Free fertilizer. Anywho's, I have, I guess you could call it a problem. I mean, I need a new truck, but yet here I am buying this garbage. Oh well, it'll be fun. Let's get this tractor going. I don't know if I'm going to show you everything. I might get it down there and then show you guys. I'd like to get the motor unstuck, so we'll see. We'll see in a bit. There it goes. Okay, so it is in its resting place for now. Ooh, let's not die on the ice. I'm pretty excited about this project. Not so much excited about that. I'll be happy to get rid of that. This, I think I could have some fun with. So, just a little bit of tweaking, I think. Or a whole lot of tweaking. That's all right. We'll make it good. Goodly, goodish. It'll be goodish. But I'm gonna call it the FE Gremlin. I might even like do something on the side of it. I think that'd be pretty cool. All right, it's day 2 of the FE Gremlin. I got her parked here beside the old Comet. We're just doing a little supposing. I got the old Persuader 9000 there on the crank. The starter is actually pulled out. The spark plugs are pulled out. I got some WD. I know it's not the best thing for this kind of stuff, but I got some WD down the holes, and I'm getting the pry bar on the crank, or on the flex plate, through this glorious hole that they cut through here. And I don't know if you can see that. Let me get, oh, pry bar's in the way. Let me pull it out. Down in there. Yeah, excellent camera work. You can see the flex plate, and that's where I'm cranking on. I've actually got it to move. Not a lot, still not free, but it's moving a little. Let me see. I don't know if I can give her some gumption here. No. She's snug, so I'm not quite sure why it's unhappy, but I will persist with this. See if I can't, and that carburetor is, well, A, it's on backwards, and B, it's seized up and just merely covering the intake for keep junk out of it. So don't get all fussy with me on that. Yeah, let's see. I'm gonna continue on pry barring one tooth at a time for the foreseeable future. We'll do one tooth at a time till it starts to free up, and I think I can put the starter in it and get her to sing over. Lord willing, I can get this thing to turn over, and I don't have to pull the pan off and see if the bottom end's screwed up, or maybe it's a rocker. I don't know. We'll see. Wish me luck. Yeah, we got movement. Show us what you got. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The starter's going back in. Okay. Some time has passed. I had a whole crew of people here helping me. We've been plumbing away on this old thing. And we have some news where I think I need a starter. That was where he was whenever he stopped running it. I think the starter's giving up the ghost because it's not really spinning over very fast. There's not a whole lot of juice flowing through it. So we've been messing with the, practicing our welding with battery chargers and stuff. That, and I'm not 100% sold that I have the firing order correct. I think it might be out. So I got to pop a plug, spin the engine over, see where number one is, you know, do the old-fashioned thing, and then rewire that, because right now we have it wired for number one to be, which one is it? This one. Yeah, that's number one. So typically you'd try to get number one over here somewhere, but not the end of the world. We'll get that straightened up. But it does spin over, and it did sneeze a little bit out the carb, like once. So we've made huge amount of progress. Huge. All right, it's a new day. I have been tinkering, and I popped all the plugs back out. I think the last video I was saying about the starter needing rebuilt, and it is pretty junk. I'll show you. Let me flick on my jumper here. Okay, so it turns over pretty good, and it also has 70 pounds of oil pressure whenever it's spinning, just with the starter, so that's pretty good. So this is the wire directly off of the starter, so no solenoid, no none of that, just right on to it, and spins pretty good. Now if you put any kind of compression to it, it just loses it, so it almost completely stopped. I was checking for cylinder number one because I wanted to redo the firing order again, and just with my finger over the number one cylinder, it would just about stop it. So, but I did get the firing order set, and I was doing it wrong earlier. I was going starting off with my number one cylinder right here. I was going this way. The firing order is this way, so that will screw you up every time. But it's all good now. Now I'm off to I don't think I'll get to it tonight, but the next step in this project, amongst the wiring, is getting this header out, getting that starter out. It's only slightly buried. You see that? Yeah, you can see it. The header, I don't know how easily the header is going to come out, but because Alex was telling me that this was all set in as an assembled unit whenever he was putting it together. So we shall see. I think I'm going to continue on with this video until I have it running. So let's keep on going. Okay, I've come to a strategic impasse. We got the starter loose, hanging down, and the header loose and hanging down. We just can't quite clear. So I can get a little bit of wigglage there, a little bit of turnage there, but I've tried coming like out, straight out with the header, pushing the header as far up as I can get it, and then out with the starter, but I just can't clear the nose cone to the bell housing and get it out. So that dude there just doesn't want to fit. So I think I'm off to plan, what is this, plan J, maybe Q. I'm probably going to have to lift up the engine a little bit to get the header to fall. That's what I think I'm going to have to do next. Let's keep on rolling. I have help. Who has a chicken? Say hello, chicken. No? Oh, okay. Say hello, Eli. So we have success. The starter has been removed. It was quite simple. I only had to undo everything. So it's out though. I'm going to go investigate whether or not just a direct replacement might make more sense, or if I'm going to get some sort of special, high energy, highfalutin thingamabob, whiz bang. How you like how I have that jacked up? That's how I had to do it. It did not want to come out, even with all this room. Anywho, all right. I will be back whenever I have a new starter. Okay, it is a very breezy Saturday morning here in central Pennsylvania. I got me a new starter, and I'm going to see how this works. You notice it's nothing special, but it does have a lifetime guarantee from that store there, and if it goes bad again, it will promptly get returned and replaced. So that's why I did that. Now, if it turns not to be powerful enough to turn the motor over, then I'll have to take it and get, I don't know, something fancier or whatever. But for what it was, $80 or something. Whatever, it's worth a shot. So let's proceed to jacking the engine back up, getting down into that little miserable spot there, and putting this all back together. We're probably just going to stick it in and not bolt everything up, but hook the battery to it, see if it even turns the engine over compared to the last one. So, all right, I'll be back here in a minute. Okay, starter's in, and I have a helper. What are you doing, stupid? Dumb bird. All right, let's get this thing finished up and see if it starts this motor. Pro stock. Nah, probably not. More like no stock. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Sorry. Okay, starter's in, plugs are in. Let's see if I can set you up where you can see the action. It's very riveting and exciting. Let's try this. Now. Nope. Maybe. Sit. Stay. Ooh, that'll work. Drum roll. Oh, wait. Oh, come on. You just did it. Oh, yeah. We're cranking. So, now, in case the keen-eyed viewer noticed, I was going to the directly to the starter wire and not to the trigger wire on my solenoid, because I think my solenoid's shot now. So I'm going to go rob that off the old Bronco as well. So now the old Bronco will be out of commission for a little while. I'm going to do that, put the starter solenoid on, and put the rest of the header bolts in, bolt the exhaust up, bolt the motor mounts back on. Now that I know I got a good starter. So it's going to be a little bit until I pick you guys back up. But I'll bring you back in as soon as I go to try to light the fires. Okay, I'm doing a terrible job filming. I'm freezing my rear end off here. But I went and got new starter solenoid. Plug wires are back on. I got power going to the ignition, ever so ghetto-ly. I'm gonna throw a little fuel in it. Throw a little bit down the yap. Fill the float bowl. It's a nice thing about having hobby RC stuff. Let's see if I can set you up here. Still got to jump the solenoid. The key's not working. Oh, almost caught it. It's like I need 10 hands. Let me go get the tripod. timing's off, I think. Well, it runs. It runs. Far from perfect. Sounds pretty good. I think I need to do some adjusting on the timing. Don't know. Well, among 1,000 other things. Just going through the carb here. These are things you don't really want to see on your carburetors, things covered in rust. Just keep cleaning. Okay. Carburetor has been rebuilt. Here goes nothing. That is a running car. It is hemorrhaging ATF out the, I got a bad crimp or whatever. Got a line there. It's unhappy. That little gut pile there. Let's see if I can't pull it up into the garage. I don't know. This might be a mistake. We'll see. Let's go. I'll just let you on. Just go from here. Get the hood up. Third air cleaner on, just for good measure. It's only there for looks. WD. Not out of gas. Let's see if we can get Let's take a quick break. More gas. Yeah, it's turned far enough. Glorious. You go backwards a little bit. All right, check it out. She is in the shop. It wasn't pretty, but it made it. I had to, the shifter needs some fine tuning. It's not very happy. You see it there. It's just finicky and I'm not used to any of it, so, but it's just, well, I mean, she's a rough little critter. But I think it'll be a fun little hot rod when I'm done with it. So, it's in the garage. My little baby gas tank worked out pretty well. I'm pretty proud of that little thing. Well, I shouldn't say proud of it. I'm happy I have it. Put it that way. That sounds a lot better. I'm not proud of it. I'm not proud of any of it. It's all pretty rough and crude, but it is what it is. Next step for this thing, now that it runs and drives, is gonna be make it to where I can start it up and pull it in here whenever I want to work on it. So that's going to be make the fuel system gooder than that, make the ignition system gooder than that, touching there, or yeah, not the ignition, the starter, sorry. Yeah, and then just make the carburetor work and just go through it. So I think, I know I've closed this video out like 3 times now, but honestly, this time I think I'm done. So with that being said, thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, and stay tuned. Keep working on the old, what do we want to call this thing, the FE Gremlin? My brother thinks I should call it the Fremy. What do you think? Do you think Fremy? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. We'll see ya.